morning to learn about our virtual site inspection program. After the presentation, there will be a Q&A session. So we ask that you either place your question in the chat room or just simply, there's not a lot of us, so go ahead and just simply raise your hand and we'll pick you. And that will be immediately after the presentation. So I guess it's time to get started. So there we go. Leisure Group Travel's virtual site inspection program includes 4 elements. I'm going to go to the next slide. I apologize. All right, the first one is you'll receive an online site inspection, which is an SEO optimized content feature. You also receive a full page print site inspection that will publish in the June issue of Leisure Group Travel. The virtual site inspection package includes our popular Friday FAM event, which we are all super excited about. You're going to love to hear about this one. This event includes group travel planners and travel writers that are invited. And then we also have digital promotion in our e-newsletters, social channels, and online at leisuregrouptravel.com. Those are the 4 elements of this program. And now I'm going to let Dave share the specifics of the 4 elements I just spoke about.
Thank you. The cornerstone really of the whole program is the full length feature. The site inspection that we do is anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 words. We can embed, obviously, your photos, and if you have YouTube videos, we can embed that. So remember that 12 to 1,500 or 1,200 to 1,500 site inspection, because we'll talk about it throughout each one of the elements. Now, online, we do have a lead generation program. It's called Itraq. It's exclusive to the industry. I don't believe anyone else has anything like it. Our website brings in over 100,000 visitors a year, understanding that we are a trade publication, very focused on package group travel. Now, the average time spent on that page is over 3 minutes. It's actually closer to 4 than just to say over 3. And I like that number a lot because, first of all, it shows me that people are reading it. They're seeing that site inspection, whether they're attracted by the photos or whether they're playing your YouTube video, but they are involved with it. So the site inspection is really the cornerstone of this whole program. And one of the biggest challenges, Sherry, you can go to the next slide. One of the biggest challenges we have as writers and publishers is taking that 1,500 site inspection and editing down so it'll be about 650 pages and it'll fit on a full page, which is our formatted. Leisure Group Travel has just a little over 12,000 subscribers. And again, just to give you a little reminder, we are basically, it goes to tour operators. We have special interest groups, niche groups, travel agents get it. We're heavy in the senior group, alumni bank, faith groups, chambers. So if you're a group tour buyer, more than likely you're working with us. So of course you will have obviously approval every step of the way. You'll review the site inspection, you'll take a look at edited version as well as the proof of the printed version. So let's go on to the next one. This is Cheryl's favorite. So
it is my favorite.
We'll get there quickly. One of the beauties, and let's go back to that site inspection. That site inspection is basically written and designed to show people, hey, what would you show them if you had them come to your community? What would you show that buyer? And that's what we're writing about. Now the Friday fam is, the first step is we'll collect obviously the photos, your logo and everything. And we'll go ahead and set up a pre-record. We do pre-record for the Friday fam. The site inspection isn't a script. I mean, obviously, if it was a script, it would be so obvious we were reading it, but it gives you an opportunity to show some passion about your destination. If you forget something that was important, don't worry about it. Our publisher, Jeff Gaduck, is doing your interview. He has that site inspection in front of him. If you forget to mention, a theater that was important to you when we had our initial conversation, he'll make sure that that theater is mentioned. The beauty of the site inspection, the Friday fam, is we'll send out invitations to our mailing list, or actually it's our e-newsletter subscribers across all of our different platforms. We have this, we have a student, we have a religious platform, we have a reunions platform. So the invitation goes out to them. And this is one of the real beauties of these Friday fams when we go live. We invite these folks in, and what they're basically saying to you is, I want to schedule an appointment with you. That's what makes these things so popular. It's not as though you have to research and study and try and get people to meet with you at a trade show. These people are coming to you saying, I want to meet with you right here on this live Friday fam. So as far as the numbers, obviously I can't predict what anyone will do, but I can tell you that we've had a low of 20 participants, and not bad actually. We have had a high of 70, I think it was 2 or 3 on a live Friday fam. And again, we also encourage you, if you're working with people, if you have people in your sales funnel, invite them. They're more than welcome to join us on the Friday fam. So the Friday fam goes something like this. I'll do an introduction. I'll then turn it over to you and our publisher to do the pre-recorded. We've gotten very smooth at. I think the first one we did, it was so obvious it was pre-recorded. Now it's just seamless. Once your pre-recorded is complete, I'll come back in and we'll take questions and answers. As far as the Q&A goes, we ask that everybody, and the group is obviously much larger than what we have here this morning, but we ask everyone to enter their questions in the chat room, and then I'll deliver them to you, simply so we're not talking over each other. Some questions, it's funny. Sometimes we'll only have 3, 4 questions, and I kind of feel good because, hey, we explained everything in the pre-record and all the other steps. Other times we might have half a dozen questions. So we find that the questions are always good, and I'll get with you as soon as we get on, and probably I'll ask the first question while people are entering things in the chat room. We try and hold these to 30 minutes. We don't want to take a lot of, a big piece out of your day. It's just so important for us to make this as, smooth as all possible, but still allow some time for Q&A. Now, this Friday fam, the live version is also pre-recorded. It goes up on our website with your site inspection. So it's a strong component of the program. Now, virtual site inspections work. And, Cheryl, if you want to go to the next slide, that would be great. It's basically designed as a comprehensive recovery program. What we're trying to do is use multimedia. As you know, we're online, we're in print, we use video, we use digital. We promote this throughout the year. It's a year-long program. It's not a one and done, and we take it off our website. It stays up on our website for a year. We promote it over the course of a year. As I mentioned before, we have multiple group-oriented platforms that make it work. The 20-minute appointments with qualified buyers, and they're really closer to 30 minutes, honestly, once the pre-record and the Q&A goes on. That's really a nice advantage. I don't know what everyone's doing, but I can't imagine anyone doing it more efficiently than talking to 20+ buyers in a 30-minute conversation where you get to do the talking. Each one of our platforms generates leads from that Itraq system I mentioned before, which makes it a huge deal. I mentioned it's live and online for a full year, but most importantly, I think, is how it's priced. It's at $21.95. There's some other recovery programs that are kind of similar, but not really, that you can spend $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 on. We have a site inspection. I probably shouldn't even tell you this, that you could buy just the site inspection part of this for print and online. That's $27.95. So we reduced this greatly and added some value to it, and it works. Are people booking? It's probably too early to tell, but quite honestly, there's no way, whether you're new to the business or whether you're a grizzled veteran and been in this for a long time, there's no better way I can see to add prospects and buyers to your sales funnel. It's a fun program. I enjoy being the program manager on it. And I'm, to be very candid, I'm quite proud of it. And Cheryl, you probably should go to the conclusion in your next slide before I start tearing up here.
Oh, goodness. There is one thing that I'm not sure that you mentioned that I think is extremely important, is that the buyers that do attend the Friday FAM, you all will receive that information.
I'm sorry, I did forget that. We'll not only, we'll give you that list, but once everything is live on, including your the recording of your Friday FAM, we'll give you the link to that, as well as everyone who registered, not only the ones that attended, but the full registration list, and that'll be perfect for follow-up. So
yep. So we told you we wanted to kind of keep it short and sweet. So if you're ready to move, ready to reserve, please give me a call or email. I will follow up with you all with just a little bit more information, a flyer that you can have in front of you. But I will do that this afternoon. So I guess now, anybody have any questions or that we can answer for you? Hi, Gray.
Hey, Gray, how are you?
Good, fine. Sorry, I just got in late. I just got off a phone call, so.
So you missed it.
Yes, I saw the price.
Well, that's important, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the best selling point I have.
I'll absolutely get you information, and I'll send you a copy of this recording. And I apologize.
Yeah. Are there really any questions that anyone might have?
There's one in the chat room.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Do we get one? Okay, so Kevin's asking, do we get one video for the $21.95? I'm not sure I understand them.
Yeah,
well,
the video.
It's an annual program, so for the $21.95, do we get one? Is there a rotation that we would get one featured thing for? It would be Myrtle Beach or Jacksonville or Jekyll Island. You get your one spot for that, or
Right. The only video that you would have would be the pre-recorded from the Friday FAM. On the site inspection at the very beginning, I mentioned you could embed your own video. You can rotate that out as often as you like. If you produce a new video and you think it's appropriate for package group travel industry, we're happy to do that one.
Mhm.
Okay. So for the Friday FAM, the 2195 gets you one Friday FAM per year, plus you're in that embedded thing all year.
Yeah, correct. That's correct.
And then the other 3 elements.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, and we do, like I mentioned during when I was chatting, is we do really promote that Friday, the recording as well as your site inspection throughout the year. So the key is driving traffic
Mhm.
to your message. That's really the main objective throughout the whole program.
And we've done, Dave, how many do we have live going right now, and how many do you have in production? We've got quite a bit going right now, right?
Yeah, we do. I think there's 4 or 5, 4 live maybe. I think I have 6 in various phases of production.
Yeah.
So I have to have my calendar in front of me to answer questions like that.
Well,
So
you know,
would we do with, like, we have an internal marketing department that does a lot of that stuff. Would we create that and then work with you as far as narrating it and sort of?
good question.
Yeah, I mean, we're very flexible. If you want me to work with, you or your marketing department, but together, that's great. I mean, we write content every day. It's what we do.
Right.
So, and we speak to this industry every day. So yeah, there are advantages to using us. But to be honest with you, if your group wanted to do something, as long as you were open-minded, if I said, hey, that does that really work for groups? In other words, where we fall into a lot of problems with marketing people is they'll talk about their favorite restaurants, which may or may not be group friendly. That's the biggest stepping stone. Usually marketing folks understand the attractions and they understand the vibe of the community. So
No, luckily, like Cheryl knows that because I did the motor coach years ago on this island, and they put together our landing page on our website, and they have all these like high activity things on there. I'm like, they're not going to do any of those. So we had to walk them back a little bit.
Yeah, for a lot of those groups, the high activity is a paved path where they can go off their new Reeboks or something. So.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah.
But Dave does, Dave, I don't know that you mentioned this either, but it starts out with your initial interview.
Yeah, that's, for example, we have one for Hudson County, New Jersey, that's scheduled for the pre-record in a few weeks and all that stuff. But I worked with both their director of group sales or director of sales, as well as their marketing manager, and both had great input for me. That initial interview is where I'm usually the one that does it, but occasionally I've had one of our other writers when it didn't fit my schedule to do the interview. And so, and whoever you want to have on that conference call is great. Like I said, if you want to write it, just that's fine. Just I hope we'd have an opportunity to say, hey, this is a better way of saying group. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 Anything else? Nope. Well, this afternoon, I will definitely send you all some more information on it. I will have a copy of the video, or this Zoom call, I guess I should say, so that if you missed some of it, you'll be able to view all of it. And we really appreciate y'all joining us very, very much. Yeah. It's a great program.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope I didn't get too wordy today. Sometimes I unfortunately have that skill to talk more than I should.
And us quiet people, we just listen to you, Dave.
Yeah.
No, you ignore me mostly, Sharon. You don't listen, you ignore.
They're all so shy, you just gotta never get talking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Cheryl. Look forward to getting your email so I can see what the beginning of your call was. Sorry I was late to it. And thank you also, Dave.
You're more than welcome.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Goodbye.